Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Framer. And in this video we are going to see how to create component. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Framer is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models session of the course, what you will be able to learn. This is training course. You will see all the different features of Framer to create your different website conception and different mobile application conception. So first link in the description, complete course Framer. In the second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover a lot of software in this YouTube channel and have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. Second link on the description. So let's start with the component in Framer. So first thing that I'm going to do is to create a component. So first I will create a conception. So I will go on this area and I will just create a frame. So I will create a frame just like this, and this frame I will define a color on the right, and I will define a color with the red color. I will add little bit rounded corners, and I will like to create something like a button with a frame. And I will add the text inside, and inside I will type something like, for example, subscribe. So I will type directly subscribe. After subscribe, I will click on subscribe. I will change the color and I will place the white color. Let's increase a little bit the size, and I will place subscribe just inside. Maybe you can adjust a little bit the size of this element. So this one will be my first component. I will show you after to create component. So first, inside my layer panels, I created a frame and a text inside. Let's create another one. I will select one more times. I will use in this case a frame again. So I will create a frame just like this on this area. And this frame I will change a little bit the color. I will use some maybe dark blue color. And inside I would like to create something like an arrow, to create something like an icon. And for this I will use the rectangle tools. Let's zoom a little bit on this area, create first rectangles, and I will switch the color for the white color, extend a little bit here, and I will create a triangle. And for this I will use the polygon tools. I will create a small polygon here with shift. And when I create my polygons, I will go on the right, I will switch the number of sides for 3, and I will increase a little bit the size, and I will place my element, maybe, yes, I will move this one here, move this one on the top. Let's just increase a little bit the size, and let's do something like this. I will click on this triangle, and maybe I can reduce a little bit the rectangle. Let's reduce a little bit on this direction. I will select the triangle and the rectangle here, and I will go right click and I will create a group or Ctrl G. And I will also click on this triangle inside, double click to enter inside the group, and I will define the white color. So now what I'm going to do, it is on this rectangle, I will add a little bit rounded corner as well, like 10, and I will extend a little bit the rectangle on these directions, and I will move this in the center. Perfect. So that's it. I think it's too big. Let's select all this element. I will reduce this one. Oops, I will reduce this one as well with shift, and I will place this one in the center. So now how to create a component. You can go in the asset library and you can create a component here from scratch and create the conception after. But you can create also the conception first and convert to component. So what I can do, I can click on this frame just here, and on this frame I can convert to component with right click, create a component, or Ctrl 8K. And I can rename this one. Will be, for example, I'm just going to type component 1, component number 1, just like this. And now I can enter inside this component. Let's create the second component. I will come back to the home here. And as you can see, a component is created. We can find this small symbol on the first when we have a component. And I will select the other frame with all the elements inside and right click, create another component, and I will type component number 2. And I will click on create as well. And now I can enter inside the component number 2. So now we have 2 components, as you can see. If you go in the asset library, you can see in the component feature, we have the project. And inside, we can find the component number 1, and we can find our component number 2 as well. And when you click here, you can just edit your component. But if you are in the page here, you can also click on the component, and you can go in the layer panels, for example, Home. And when you go inside, you can select a component. You can also go right-click and edit the component. So what is the first interest of the component? The first interest, if I come back here, is just to dragging and moving, and you can just insert a component just like this, dragging and moving. So how to process? You can click on Assets, and you can drag the component here to add, for example, another one. So this is the first things to understand, and I can dragging and moving, and for example, I can place in my conception multiple types of component. I can also select the component 2. Oops, let's just come back in Home and dragging and moving this one maybe here, and I can dragging and moving again maybe on this area. I will extend a little bit my desktop just here, or maybe we'll work in a different way. I will place this one here, and this one maybe here, and I will dragging and moving another one maybe on this other directions, just like that. What is the first interest of the component? If you edit one component, the first interest is you can, for example, edit a component. You click on the component, and if I change, for example, the color of this one, and I define, for example, some green color, and I go here, as you can see, all the color will change. So it means you can place the same component in multiple areas. If you edit your main component, you can make the modification on all the elements. If I just come back to my component, if, for example, I define I want to reduce the size here, and for this component I want to adjust the size, just like this, and I come back here, as you can see, everything is adjusted. So this is the first interest. I can also click here if, for example, I want to change the color one more times. I want to define something like red. I can change and it will be red here on this area. So this is the first interest. The second interest is to create a variant. So when I click on the component here, you can create a variant. So for example, when you click here, you can create a variant. And on this variant, what I want maybe a different color. So this one I want to blue. And I can click on this variant and create another one. And I will define, for example, the yellow colors or maybe some orange color. And I will click here and I will create another variant, variant number 4. And on this one, I would like maybe red. So you can create a variant like this. So this is the first things to understand. If I click on my second component, it's the same. Let's just create another variant, but this time a variant different. So it means I will, for example, change the backgrounds, and on the backgrounds I will go on the fill options wise, and I will apply, I will click on the group I will fill in black, and for my frame I will click on the frame again. So I will click on the frame, and on the frame I will add the borders, just like this. Oops, I will just add the borders, and I will create the borders with a value of 4, just like that. And I created this variant as well. So now if I come back on Home, what I can do, I can apply the variant. For example, for this one, I can go on the right, and when I go on the right, you have the component number 1, and you can change the variant and switch by the variant that you want. So it means you can have a base of one component at multiple positions on your conceptions, and then just change the variant for a base, and it's still the same component. For example, I can apply the variant 2, I can apply the variant 3, and here I can apply the variant number 4 as well. When I click here, this is my first variant, and maybe on the second one, I would like to apply the variant 2. So this is another interest of the component create variant. And the last interest, because if I click here, as you can see, we have our different component on this area. Maybe we can select this to one, dragging and moving a little bit here. And yes, maybe we can do something like this. So as you can see, we have our element just like that. And maybe I can dragging and moving. And here we have all the elements, yes, appearing on this area. So the last interest is to also create an effect. So if I click on my component number 1, you can also click on plus here, and you can add an effect over or press. Over, it's when the mouse is just on the component, so over. And when the mouse is over, maybe I would like to have something like, for example, a different green color, little bit darker. And I can add also a variant on press also for this one. And when someone will click this one, press its click, I would like a different color, maybe like the yellow color or maybe some orange color, just like this. And you can repeat this on all variants. You can also create another over, another press on all the elements. It is same if I select this one. Let's just click on this variant and I can click on over, and on over I want, for example, maybe some purple color, just like that. And I can also click on press, and when someone will press on this one, maybe I would like something little bit darker. It can be a totally different style. Let's just put something like maybe this one, just like that. So, and I can repeat also on the variant too if I want. Now if I come back here, I can see the result. So concretely, we have this one and this one, we have apply, over, and press. So when I click here on the preview, if someone arrives to here, as you can see, the color will change just when you are over. And if you press left click here, as you can see, you will create this type of effect. But here I just show you with a color, but it can be something different. You can add a stroke, you can add an effect, you can make something less more powerful here, just to show you the principle. And here it is the same. When someone will arrive here, as you can see, the color change. And if someone click here, as you can see, I will have this color. So multiple interest to create a component. The last part is you can create a component, select a component, and when you go right click on this component, you can detach the instance. Or for example, I can click here and detach the instance. If you detach the instance, now this one is not a component. So it means this one is just a group with the text inside. It comes back to just a group with the text inside. So it means if I make some transformation to my original component, so it means I select this one, and for example for this one I define to reduce. As you can see, it will be reduced here, but not on this one directly because I made something change. And here it is same if, for example, I edit the component 2, and for this one I define, for example, another color, like maybe some blue color. I come back here. As you can see, this one are not going to be impacted for a simple reason that we detach the instance. If you want to remove a component, you just click here and you can just erase first all your component, and after you can erase a component from these panels. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description. The complete course Framer is available if you want to learn Framer starting from scratch with the course structure. It will be on the first link on the description. You will see model session of the course, a lot of hours of training content to see the different features of Framer and to perfectly master Framers to create application, mobile application conception or website conception, perfectly responsive, different training at the end of the course also on different type of projects. So first link on the description, second link on the description, the website in link with these YouTube channels. You can learn software and discover software on these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. And for the next video on these channels, see you. Ciao, ciao.